question up. First thing we do, read that question sentence. No need to get nervous or overly excited. Let's just point out what we're looking for. So what is truck B's speed? Everybody help me out in the chat box. When we're talking about speed, we can replace that with what R word in math. And when it comes to these level of word problems, the word speed, same thing as the word rate. So what is truck B's speed or rate? So that's going to be important here because obviously it's what we're looking for, but I'm looking for truck B's rate. So we're going to understand truck A's rate and any other information that they may be giving us. So here it says two trucks start from the same point at the same time and travel in opposite directions. Everybody, help me out again. When we're talking about moving at the same time in opposite directions, what can we do with both the distances and the rates? We can add them. Exactly. Let me highlight that again. This is the biggest principle here. Remember that when we are moving at the same time in opposite directions, we can add those rates. So here's the relationship that's going to be true. The rate for truck A plus the rate for truck B equals the total combined rate. This is what's going to help us solve this super fast. Pay attention here because look at this. It says that they are 270 miles apart after 4.5 hours. Everybody, with that information, with the total combined distance being 270 and the time that they travel together for being 4.5, everybody, is it possible for me to go ahead and find the combined rate? Is that possible with what I'm given? Absolutely. What operation do I have to do to get the combined rate by itself? Yeah, we have to divide. So remember, everybody, this right here, we're talking about the combined metrics. All right? They get a total distance together of 270, and they're traveling together for 4.5 hours. So when we divide by 4.5 on both sides, now we're in a position to go ahead and get the combined rate. Why is that important? Look no further than right over here, everybody. Because guess what? We have truck A's rate right over here. Once we figure this out, we'll have the combined rate. So you tell me, everybody, before we get into the number crunching and the calculations, guess what? You tell me, if we had rate A and the combined rate, what is the one thing we need to do from here to get rate B by itself? Once we have A and combined, yeah, we subtract. We subtract A from both sides, move it over, we get B by itself, and we are done. So enough talk, let's calculate. So here we go, 270 divided by 4.5. Another way to write this is to not divide by a decimal. They're never fun. So what you can do instead is move the decimal place over to the right on the bottom. We only had to move it one time to get 45, and we'll do it one time on the top as well. Everyone, when we do that, when we use this little mental math trick, what number do we fill into the gap right there? Yeah, we'll fill in a 0. 270 divided by 4.5 is the same as 2,700 divided by 45. It's the same exact thing. And so when we think about it this way, it becomes slightly easier. We'll divide 45 into 2,700. I'm going to ask myself, well, 45 doesn't go into 2, doesn't go into 27. How many times might 45 go into 270? Yeah, a 6. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and let's give the 6 a shot. So if we do 45 multiplied by 6, 5 times 6, that's 30. Carry the 3. 4 times 6 is 24. Carry the 3 is 27. So yes, indeed, that is a perfect 6. And so then we just drop that 0, adding it at the end. So we have 60. This is huge, everybody. This is absolutely huge because now we can solve this problem with less friction. So let me just move this over here where it belongs. And we have our rate, our combined rate, being 60 miles per hour. So what did we say, everybody? What did we say? If we know rate A, which is right here, 35 miles per hour, we don't know rate B, but we have rate C being 60 miles per hour. What's the last thing we need to do? We just got to subtract. And the success here, I'm going to point it out. The success here is all based on knowing your relationships. Because if we're moving at the same time in opposite directions, you get the combined rate by just adding the individual rates. So if we're at 35 plus rate B equals 60, we're good. Subtract 35 on both sides. 60 minus 35, my party people, gives us 25 miles per hour. And there we go. The correct answer here, everyone, is answer choice D, 25 miles per hour. All right, let's tackle this question here nice and smoothly. So when we read the question sentence first, which is what we should be doing, we see that we have how far are we from home? Or how far is David from home? Now, here's the thing, everybody. Context matters more than the numbers. To understand this question, you need to kind of just trace the story first and then think about the math behind it. So let me go ahead and trace the story after we understand that we want how far, which is distance, as we can see with the choices. So distance from home is what we want, okay? So distance from home. So when we take a look at the story, we see that our friend David here is on a road trip. He drives away from home at 59 miles per hour for 5 hours. So let me go ahead and just show you this. Let's say David starts here. David goes in this direction at 59 miles per hour for 5 hours. And we can find the distance by multiplying rate times time. But here's the big detail. So after traveling at 59 miles per hour for 5 hours, he turns around. He turns around and drives back towards home at 30 miles per hour for 2 hours. So what that means is from right over here, we turn around. David goes back in the direction that he came. And again, that was 30 miles an hour for 2 hours. So to figure out how far away David is from home after turning around, think of turning around as negating what you did, canceling the distance you traveled. Because when we take a look from here to here, all of this we are going to cancel out. Because the final point that David ends up at is actually right here, after turning around. So that's what we need to find. And to do that, we take the whole distance, which is 59 times 5, subtract this distance, 30 times 2, and we're done. That is the correct answer. We subtract because we turned around. So here we go. Let's get to work here. The first distance is 59 times 5. Everybody, 59 times 5. We can do that here on the side. 9 times 5 is 45. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry the 4 is 29. So we have ourselves over here 295 miles. The second distance is going to be 30 miles an hour times 2. And it's going to give us 60 miles. And so the last thing we do, like we said, we subtract. 295 miles minus 60 miles leaves us with 235 miles from home. And there we go. That's the correct answer here. Answer choice D.